Got some pictures on here with some green trunks, man. Got a schlong, that motherfucker.
This guy.
Did you see that?
No.
Did you see that?
No, I have not.
See it. Guy has a nice penis.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, it is what it is, man. You saw
my
Tyson
God.
when he got on the scale.
Fuck yeah.
Mike Tyson gets on the scale, and right before when they're announcing his weight, 228.4 pounds. He went to do this.
Yeah.
To like flex,
Yeah.
but then he grabbed his dick and started going like this.
Yeah, it was not like a
"Here's my
regular,
sausage."
not a regular like untucking.
What's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and non-binaries of this internet age? Welcome to another podcast episode numero 6, number 6, with your host
Alexi
and Willie. We're here again to bring you some more, hopefully, some laughter. So
right off already.
we're gonna jump on the fucking. We're gonna jump the gun right away. No fucking around.
Hey, we will start off by Trump won.
Yeah,
Trump won.
Bro, listen, man. The elections were something I wasn't expecting to end up that way.
Right.
Trump fucking swept the shit out of the fucking
Kamala.
Yeah.
You forgot who she was.
That was rough, man. That was a beating, bro. Like, listen, even when Obama won the first and the second time, it wasn't like this. Like, bro, did you see the Oklahoma state map? Like, it was 100% red. Like 100%. And in California, it was like, I forget the percentage, but the majority was red. California was red.
It was red as hell.
Bro, I have never seen this before. Like, in my opinion, I think people saw through the bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing I think that happened was Trump supporters, people who supported Trump and voted for him, are usually quiet. They keep to themselves type of deal because they know they're going to get backlash. He's not very well liked.
Yeah.
In condensed cities, usually cities that have universities tend to like lean Democrat, like Detroit, like LA, like Austin, all the usual cities that have universities and stuff like that tend to lean Democrat. So, people like us that we live in, like El Paso was all blue. El Paso was blue as a motherfucker. It was like half the state was like, if you look at Texas, like most of it was red, obviously. Mm-hmm. You see some blue in the middle where Dallas and Houston and Austin and San Antonio. But then you see from there, halfway to the west is all red. All red.
Right.
So you get to the very tip, because I'm at the very end of Texas, and that's all blue. So
gotcha.
It's to be expected. But what happened was a lot of people, like, if you go and you tell your mom, hey, mom, I'm voting for Trump, she'll be like, ¿qué clase estúpido tú eres? Blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Yeah. Same thing with me. And that's just how it goes. So people who voted for Trump tend to not say things. They would just keep it to themselves. Mm-hmm. Like, who are you voting for? I don't know. Deep down, they know.
We know. We know.
I was one of them.
I didn't even tell my mom. I know, because she was gonna give shit. She was gonna give shit.
Listen, I have friends. I have good friends that, I'm not gonna mention their names. You guys know who you are. I have very good friends, people I really enjoy talking to, that we've had, interactions in the past. Like, one of them in particular, he's a good friend of mine, and you know who you are. I'm not gonna mention you, but you know who you are. He sent me a WhatsApp and told me about Trump, and he voted early and this and that. In my head, I'm like, damn, man. Like, if I tell this guy I'm voting for Trump,
yeah,
the friendship's over.
Yeah,
and it's stupid. It shouldn't be that way. I'm not saying he would, unfriend me like that.
Right.
We go back way too long.
Yeah.
And he's a mature man, you know, he's not a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think it'll get to that. At least I hope, you know, that he's you
Nice
know,
knowing you,
but
man.
yeah,
Nice
no,
knowing you, dude.
it's okay. We're still friends. We're still buddies. But if I would have told him, and this whole thing happened after the joke,
Okay.
and fucking yeah, it's this guy, the Puerto Ricans. I hope no Puerto Ricans vote for.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, okay, listen. To make the long story short, um, a lot of people that kept quiet like we did came out and voted, and that's what happened. That's why Trump won.
Yeah.
A lot of people that voted for Kamala were loud and proud, and they wore that shit on their chest, and you know, Trump supporters. Not all of them, but I saw a lot of big trucks down here with the big old United States flag with another flag next to it with Trump, and you know, I live in Texas, man. Trump is well liked here in Texas.
I bet. I
So,
mean, when me and Jesse went to the voting polls, we felt the tension on our necks.
Pressure.
Be like,
oh yeah.
Be like, whoa, like what the fuck? And we were like, oh, don't look at me. Like, I'm like, when we gave our ballots up, we were like, oh, don't look at it. Like, just put it through the machine.
Yeah.
Put it through the machine, sir.
And the thing is, over here, you have to, when you get the paper back, you have to walk to another room where you insert it into the machine. There's 2 machines.
Right.
And as I'm walking over to the other machine, I can't fold it. They said don't fold it. Right. So I just basically put the 2 edges together. So it's like a folded taco. Like no one's seeing. And I'm covering the hole on top with this hand so no one can see through it.
It was weird because the guy that was attending us, like, well, he was like, you know how he was like guiding everybody to how to put it through the machine, but he had to read the number that was on top. But the thing right on top, like the folder
it's
came.
The first one.
It's the very first, it's the very first 2 that you can see the check. I was like, this is no bullshit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I've only voted in my lifetime. Like I voted the first time that I went voting, I went and voted for Obama. That was the first time, 2008. I skipped the following election, 2012, and then in 2016 I voted for Trump. And then the following election, 2020, I didn't vote. And then this time around I voted for Trump. So I think that's it for my voting. I'm not going to vote anymore. I think it's over after these 4 years.
Right.
Democrats are going to take over, and that's it. I'm moving to Mexico.
No, whatchamacallit, what's it called? This is the very first time, our very first time voting. I didn't know what to do. I was just looking at the thing, and Jessica was like another thing down the thing. I was like, and she was like, all right, but like we treated it like it was a test.
Yeah, you know, the only thing was I fucked up. I didn't get educated on the local people, the local government. I don't know who the fuck is who, and most of it, like I know who Ted Cruz is. I know who was voting for the set for whatever. I don't know what Ted Cruz is. He's a senator or something. So you know, I put him down because I don't know who the fuck the other guy is. I know who Ted Cruz is. But I'm very ignorant to the local. I hope you guys please forgive me. I mentioned that this was going to be an apology episode. So my beloved El Pasoan friends, I am sorry. I just looked at it. If it said Republican, Democrat, or whatever, and I went
Republican on everything
because I don't know who is who. I am sorry. I had to vote. I thought about not putting down any of those people, like just leave it blank, and you can't do that. A lady in front of me did that. She's like, well, I don't know who this guy is and who that guy is. Ma'am, you have to select one. So you have to go back to the machine and select. But I don't know who it is. It's mostly old people. Crazy stuff. I made
I mean, over here we didn't have to check all the boxes.
Really? Over here you did.
Yeah, over here we just I think we checked just who I think me and Jesse just went for the president. We didn't go for anything else because we didn't know anything else.
Okay. Well, let me tell you something. And for those who are listening and are not, and so this is all serious. I'm not gonna joke around with this. This is serious shit. The fact that California made it illegal. Did you hear about this? They made it illegal to show ID when voting. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Illegal?
Like illegal. I heard of people that like on the news and different podcasts that went and showed their ID and they're like, no, put that away, it's illegal to show your ID. Are you, dude? I posted something where it's like California doesn't require ID to vote, yet I'm showing ID to buy fucking beer. Do I look like I'm 16?
Right. Yeah. So, yeah.
Seriously, you need an ID for a gym membership. You need ID to like library to get a library card. You need ID for the most basic things. It's your identification.
Exactly.
And then to say it's illegal to show ID. Listen, anybody can fact check me on this. Drop it in the comments if I'm wrong. I'm 100% correct. It was illegal. And so a lot of states kind of had something similar where you didn't have to show ID.
Yeah, there was there's some states that you're not required to show ID to vote.
You're not
and those and I think those were the states that Kamala really did win. The states that ID was not required.
Listen, if you're a Democrat, if you voted for Kamala Harris, anybody in the audience, if you voted Democrat, can you please explain to me why that was the correct thing to do? Because I don't understand. I've thought about it a lot, and I've tried to argue with my own self, making the case for why it's okay to make it illegal to show ID to vote for the president, of the United States. Okay, right. And I can't come up with anything. I really can't.
I mean, if that's the case, then fucking anybody from any other country can just go ahead and fucking vote.
And that's the point, because they have California. So when all these people cross the border here, they go, they get on a bus and they get sent out to different sanctuary cities, and most of them are going to California and New York.
Okay.
Which, by the way, the New York stuff is bananas. They're putting, so immigration went to this one hotel in New York City, and they're like, we're paying you for this whole building. And they're putting migrants in there, and that's crazy the way they're giving them money. Like, all the black folks are starting to get mad in Chicago. Like, they're like, whoa, what the fuck, man? Like, we're really struggling, and they're getting all that fucking help. Like, we're from here, man. Like, hey, I get it, man. Look, I'm not against the help for, illegal immigrants. I understand it. I was married to an illegal immigrant, and I got her on the right way to, on the path to residency and citizenship. Right. And then I went through it again. My wife she's a resident.
I was the witness for the first one, so.
Oh, you were? Yeah, you were.
I was your witness, baby. Yeah, I was your witness.
You fucking were. Yeah. I forgot about that.
I was like, why is fucking Willow dragging me to fucking court? God damn it. Kind of like, I think I saw like a similar thing. This lady, she was talking about that she's worked, I don't know how many years to get her food truck going. When the pandemic hit, she bought this food truck. I don't know if I told this story already, but she bought a food truck that she paid cash for. She saved up, paid cash for it. Then she upgraded to a different food truck. So that food truck, she was going to sell it. And when she posted it up for sale, I think she posted it up for like 35 grand or something like that. Right?
That makes sense.
And this guy came up and said, I'll buy from you straight up cash or a check. But the check, when she saw it, it was a government check.
Oh.
He was a migrant. So he got a check because they got a thing for starting up their own businesses. So they got like a loan or a grant. I don't know what it was. And she's like, wow, like I've worked here my whole life to get this truck, but a migrant just comes in and gets this grant and gets to, get their
Buy the truck.
buy the truck and get their dream, whatever. If their dream was to get a business, da, da, da. But I worked my whole life here, and I'm a U.S. citizen, and I get fucked, and I have to pay
Yeah, that's
taxes, and I have to
bananas,
do all
man.
this stuff just to get my stuff out there. But then somebody that
Yeah.
comes from another country just gets it because they, you can.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's not fair.
Yeah.
Now, I think what's happening is, and this is just my opinion, my humble opinion on why that is. The reason that they did the California thing with the make it illegal to show ID and to have the idea was you have all these immigrants coming in. Here's all the help. Vote for me. I'm helping you. Give me your vote.
Yeah.
To swing the elections to one side more than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't quite work. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen. I'm pretty sure that once Trump is in office, all that shit's going to go away.
Oh no, they're already talking about it, dude. They're talking
It's
about
going to be chaos.
Mhm.
I heard about this one guy. This guy was bold. I don't know who he is. We could look it up later and or whatever. I don't really give a shit who the guy is, but it was some senator or some guy in office that said that the lady was asking a question. She's like, "So you mean to tell me that you're okay with separating families?"
Oh,
And he's
the
like,
cop. He's a former cop.
some guy, and he was like, "Well, if I go to jail, I'm getting separated from my family. I don't think my family is coming with me to jail."
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, "Well, what the fuck?" She's like, "Well, how do you plan on, like, what's the deal?" Like, she asked him another question, but his answer was just deport the whole family.
Yeah, we'll just get everybody a gun. There you go. Problem solved.
I was like, what? This guy's bananas.
Problem solved.
I don't want to sound like a fucking Republican because I really am not.
Okay.
I am in the same boat that Elon Musk is in, that Joe Rogan's in, that Bobby Kennedy's in. These were all Democrats. I used to vote Democrat. These guys they used to vote Democrat. They were all devoted Democrats. They no longer want to be part of that because the Democrats changed. A lot of things changed. They were back then, they were for liberty of speech, speak your mind, say what you want. All of a sudden, it's all censored. Censorship. Like, so a lot of people are upset with Elon Musk because he bought Twitter and fired all these people, and they're not having the fun they used to have. But the thing is, it was mostly ran by Democrats. There was some political shenanigans going on in the background where if you said something against the left, you would get censored. That's not freedom of speech. Freedom of speech is what we're doing. I'm speaking my mind, you're speaking yours. That's freedom of speech. If somebody wants to get on the comments and be like, Willie, you stupid fuck, you're a real idiot. Look at you, you bald, and this and that, and make fun of me. Look at the stupid ass glasses while you think you're seeing to the future, blah, blah, blah. Like, it is what it is.
Like, go for it.
It is, go for it. It's freedom of speech. No, that's called hate speech. Calling Caitlyn Jenner Bruce Jenner is hate speech. Give me a fucking break. It's call it what you want. I call it freedom of speech. You like it or not. That's my take on that. I'm not blue, I'm not red. I'm actually green, to be honest with you. I would have voted for Bernie. I wanted Bernie to win, and they fucked him. Did you see what the Democrats did to Bernie? No. I thought Bernie was on the same side as them. Bernie's he's almost like he's like a socialist type of guy. He's wanting Social Security to get protected because our generation's going to get fucked. And I think that's what's going to happen. Yeah. And he doesn't want that. He wants minimum wage in like, what do you call that? Not like city or state, like the whole United States. What do you call it? Minimum wage, the average for the whole country to go up to 15.
Okay.
Dude, you know how much minimum wage is in 2024 with crazy inflation? $7 and change.
That's minimum. Oh my god, I thought it was way more.
Yeah. Yeah. National average minimum wage is 7 and change.
Wow, dude,
It's not
that's
even
really low.
$8.
I think
Yeah.
when I started working when I was 18, I was at 525.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember that.
That
Remember
was
that?
yeah,
Remember we used to work for this staffing call right there on Telegraph next
yeah,
to the buffet.
yeah,
You remember that?
yeah.
And
We're gonna have to cut the name, but yeah,
oh,
just
okay.
in case.
Why they're still around?
Probably. I don't know.
Well, that leads us to our sponsor. Hey.
Like TMZ. Oh shit. Yeah, no, but
What happens if I do that to the? Do we get anything?
I think you get like balloons. There you go.
There you
Oh my
go.
god.
Hey.
Da, 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 da,
Syntec,
da, 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 da,
the
da,
staffing
da.
network for you. If you're looking for employment, Stike, I didn't write no fucking sponsor. I was writing one this morning. I'm going to share it with you anyway. I didn't get to finish it.
Okay.
But I'm going to share it with the audience because I think the audience deserves to laugh.
A little bit of
But
sponsorship.
a little something, something.
Go for
Today's
it.
sponsor is brought to you in part by Geo Motors.
Geo Motors.
A defunct company that was a subsidiary of General Motors. Yes, a dead, no longer existing company. Because why not? With its many flavors of clone vehicles like Suzuki, Toyota, and Isuzu, you can drive something as unsafe and as frugal as a Geo Metro. With this 1-liter 3-cylinder that in a 12-mile-an-hour crash, you're fucking dead, to the class-leading Geo Prism, a car with zero soul. Shit, I lost track of where I was. To the Geostorm, a sporty clone that gave us, well, nothing really, since all the goodies were reserved for the real Isuzu Impulse. Anyway, go get you a Geo today. Thank you, Geo, for sponsoring this podcast.
This guy. There you go.
Yay. Oh, whatever.
Oh shit.
Anyways.
Hey.
All right. Enough with the politics. Let's jump on to something else. But basically, to wrap it up, we have 4 years of hope.
Yeah, I mean, I saw the. Did you see the? Well, this is one more thing about the politics thing. So I saw a guy. He was like, "Hey, for everybody that said, once if Trump was going to be in office, we're going to get into debt. So we have our first one that got into debt, and her name is Kamala Harris. She's 20 million in the hole. I
heard about that.
Oh, yeah, my guy was like, yeah, you guys were right. I was like, shit.
Yeah. So before even winning, she started off in the wrong foot, and she didn't win. Mm-hmm. If she would have won, she would have won on the wrong foot
already. Yeah,
that's insane.
20 million.
It's too bad. Did you see when Biden and Trump sat in the White House and it was a peaceful transition type deal? Dude, Biden was happier than a pig in shit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker had such a smile on his face. Yeah. He was so fucking happy. Listen, man, I bet you money Biden wanted Trump to win. I bet you Biden went and voted for Trump. I bet money on it.
Probably.
I bet Biden voted for Trump.
You see him wear the Trump thing? He's like,
oh man.
He was like,
dude, I am telling you, and I feel bad for Kamala because she was just a puppet. She was used. Mm-hmm. No one asked for her. She was selected by Biden because she was a woman of color, and you're gonna base a candidate to be a president based on you're a woman of color? Like, what the fuck? Like, base yourself on how well you perform. Can you do the job?
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ. There was so much wrong with this election, dude. So much wrong.
Yeah.
Again, let me rephrase. I am not a Republican. I am not. Or a Democrat. Consider me somewhere in between. I'm more for common sense. Common sense is what I go for.
Yeah.
So if Kamala Harris would have been a person with common sense and did things how they were supposed to be done, she would have gotten my vote.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if it's an alien. I don't care if it's a pig. I don't give a fuck what or who it is. As long as you can do the job. It just sure happens. It so happens that Trump is the guy running and can do the job, and he won. And I think this time around it's going to be different.
Hope so, man.
It's going to be different because you got Bobby Kennedy, make America healthy again. That's huge. Which, by the way, I have something I'm going to posting it tonight, the 18th of November, Monday evening, night, whatever.
Boop.
Anyways, what do you got, Alex?
Oh man, ding ding ding. That happened.
Oh shit, the fight. Yeah,
that happened.
Fucking, what a tragedy.
Oh my god, I felt fucking felt bad for fucking. But as the videos keep coming out, people are pointing things out that I didn't see, and I was like,
"Did you see what I sent you?"
I didn't see what you sent me, but I seen another one.
Okay.
Yeah, I seen like the fake out punches when he had a fucking clear shot for them. I didn't see none of those. I seen
especially the uppercut. There was a scene. There was a part where he's doing this and he's about to hit him, and he holds back and he just hops over onto him and kind of like touches him with the glove, and it's like, I don't think so, Mike.
Yeah.
As much as I love Mike Tyson, to me, Mike Tyson is the best heavyweight that has ever fucking put the gloves on like that. Mike Tyson is incredible. He was incredible.
Yeah.
Fucking a lot of his fights from back in the late 80s, early 90s, man, they were fucking massacres, man. He will go in there and just he murder people. It was crazy to see, man.
The thing is, the first round. The first round, dude, he came out fucking hard, and fucking Jake was stumbling. He was fucking tripping over his own feet. That's how hard he came out. I was like, yo, like he's gonna fucking kill him. He's gonna kill him. And then all of a sudden, by second round, he was just like, and then he kept biting his gloves.
Yeah, like he wasn't biting his gloves. He was trying to put his mouthpiece kept coming off.
Well, actually, so the mouthpiece was hard because when they were taking it out in the corner, they were digging into it, and he's like, and they were in there just trying to get it out. I don't know if he was biting that glove so hard with the thing that he was fucking jamming them in there.
It could be. You know, I think in my opinion, in my honest opinion, my humble opinion, I think Mike was very angry.
I think he was too.
He was very, very angry that this lion is unleashed, but can't bite. So it's like, what the fuck is the purpose?
He was on a leash with a fucking trainer right there. Watch out, and the fucking lion is like, rah, 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 and right here's the trainer.
All because of money.
Yeah.
Well, from what I heard, if he so he got the most amount of money because he did what he was supposed to do.
Okay.
If he would have knocked them out on the first round, nothing, no money. If he would have knocked them out in the second round or whichever round after that, he would have gotten like less and less and less money depending on the rounds that he went. Like if he would have knocked them out in the fifth round, he would have gotten less money. And it was just staged. It was staged, and it's too bad. You know, I know you got to pay bills, man, but Mike, come on, Mike. You know, like you got plenty going for you that can pay your bills. I don't think Mike needed that. He could have retired when he retired in the ring. That he says, I don't have it in me anymore. I don't have the heart. I'm not an animal anymore. You know, I'm conscious. I see what's going on. Like I'm awake to what I used to do, what I used to be. He should have left it there.
For sure.
You know, he should have left it there. But it is what it is. It's history. Now the white boy's talking shit about, you know, he wants to fight O'Connor, and O'Connor says some shit back, something like that. Yeah.
That's
And he's like, if you think I'm gonna drop down, the white boy, you think I'm gonna drop down to 170 pounds to fight you? You're out of your mind. Well, yeah, he'll look like a fucking crackhead.
yeah.
And but he wants to fight McGregor. Is that his name? Connor?
Yeah, Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. I was saying O'Connor.
Yeah. Yeah, O'Connor. Like
Um,
O'Brien or something like Connor.
yeah, well, that guy, he's the white boy is saying, I'll fight you in the octagon, whatever you weigh, whatever I weigh, and let's just fucking brawl. I'll go to your world and do it. And it's like, I don't know. I have my opinions on that. One thing is the weight. You know, this guy weighs 220 some pounds. That's too much versus 170. If I punched a guy at my weight I weigh 232 pounds. If I punch a guy that weighs 170 pounds, I might fucking break his neck.
Mm-hmm.
You
The
know,
thing is, ain't Connor a little bit more though? Like Connor looked like he's like beefed up a little bit though.
Well, he gained weight because he's not fighting right now. And when these guys are living lavish like that, they gain weight. He's probably like at 180. I mean, he has the body to get to 200. I mean, why not? We're the same height. I think he's 5'8" or something. So he's more than capable to pass 200 pounds. He won't be as fit.
Because he just did a fight with well, not a fight. He did a movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. And he looks fucking swole.
Yeah, I bet. Let me look this up real quick.
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing right now.
He's 36 years old. I'm older. We're older than him. What the fuck? Jesus, man. All right, he's 5'9".
Right.
Yeah, but how much does he weigh?
180. I think that's how much he weighs right now. On 187,
right
something like that.
I put Conor McGregor weight and it says 170.
Right. But and then right here there's like a how he looks now.
Well, right now he doesn't look like he weighs 170. He looks like he weighs like 185, 190, based on the last time I saw him. He's pretty.
He's like beefed up. He did it for the Roadhouse movie. Supposedly he gained actually. 47 pounds. So it's like 180 something. He's like 180. Yeah, 187.
Yeah. Boy, I saw him walking around without a shirt. And he looks good.
Yeah, he looks jacked.
He looks pretty
I was
jacked.
looking at the movie previews. I was like, holy shit, McGregor looks fucking huge.
Yeah.
But I think he was a lightweight fucking fighter.
He's I forget what weight class he's in. I just saw it too. My fucking brain is terrible. He is a former Ultimate Fighting Championship featherweight and lightweight champion.
Yeah, he's a small guy.
I thought he was. Yeah. Got some pictures on here with some green trunks, man. He's got a schlong, that motherfucker. Did you see that?
No.
Did you see that?
No, I have not.
See it. Guy has a nice penis.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, it is what it is, man. You saw Tyson when he got on the scale.
Fuck yeah.
Mike Tyson gets on the scale, and right before when they're announcing his weight, 228.4 pounds. He went to do this.
Yeah.
To like flex, but then he grabbed his dick and started going like this.
Yeah, it was not like a regular, not a regular like untucking. It was just like, it was like,
no, he wasn't untucking it. He wasn't untucking his dick.
Right.
He was moving that schlong along. That's what he was doing. Hey, by the way, people, I'm not gay, but I do recognize, when a man has a nice penis, it's recognizable. He has a nice penis. It is what it is.
There you go.
I have a nice penis.
Like good for you,
all right,
you can
edit that. We don't need any problems here, okay?
Right.
I have enough problems. I just went through a very serious situation, and I'm not going to talk about on this podcast. But needless to say, is that I'm still here.
Hey,
so got saved by the bell.
Ping, ping, ping. All right.
Anyways,
what else we got?
That's I think that's gonna be it for me, man.
Are you sure? Well, I don't know. Have you seen man, I get all my information from TikTok, so I don't know how fucking valid this shit is. So damn. But there's been talks about fucking aliens in the fucking water. What the fuck is that about?
Yeah, so well,
See,
you
there we go.
fucking you flicked my nipple.
I flicked the beam, baby.
Hey, listen. So there's a video on YouTube that you can look up. I forget, but if you look at Air Force pilots UFO sighting, you could probably find it if you search it by that.
Okay.
But there have been sightings by, and these, so the people that are talking about this are real serious motherfuckers. They're not people to play with. They're sergeants and all this good shit. Like, they're high ranked military personnel.
Okay.
And they're like, they all say the same story. We saw it, came up to where we were, dash this way, dash that way, and everybody's like, dude, like, they're all talking to each other in the fucking jets, and like, are you seeing this right now? And they're like, yeah, this shit is bananas. And then the fucking thing just boom, and it goes down and it gets in the water and it's gone. So, by the way, if you ask me, in my opinion, I don't think octopus or octopi and squid are from this fucking planet.
You don't think so?
I think those creatures, I don't think those creatures are from Earth originally. In my opinion.
I think because they're smart and shit like that.
An octopus is really strange. If you put that motherfucker in a can, in a glass jar, and you close the lid on it,
yeah, you'll open that shit.
You'll
open that bitch.
And then they can fit through a hole so tiny, as long as the beak can go through, everything else can go through. Their tentacles, there's a brain in each one of them. They think independently. Okay. Yeah. They can camouflage, not only by color, but texture. They can look like a fucking spiky rock.
Like a coral and shit like that, yeah.
Yeah. And then they can spread ink to get away. And I mean, these creatures they're bonkers, man. Like, I don't think they're from this planet, in my opinion. But
have you seen them karate chop a squid?
Yeah, that's how you kill the squid. They turn white.
Yeah, they transparent.
Yeah, it kills their nerves when you hit them. You smack them, boom.
Yeah,
you gotta hit them in the right spot though. If you don't, you just piss them off.
You're like, how you like that shit?
You gotta know what you're doing.
How you like that shit, motherfucker?
Yeah, I've seen guys do it where they have to hit it like 3 or 4 times because they're fucking, the thing is like curling up, like, you motherfucker. And they're like, die, motherfucker, die. So, but anyways, I believe, so we can talk about this in the next podcast. We're gonna have to make a special podcast on UFO and aliens.
I'm gonna do research because I want to get into that shit. I believe into some shit like that.
Listen, man. I have a lot to say when it comes to that shit.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet.
I know quite a bit of stuff. I've educated myself quite the bit. I'm not too far from Area 51. Area 51 is in Nevada, and it's by the mountains. There's a mountain. And the government has bought everything, and it's not just Area 51. There's Area 49, Area 48, Area 52. There's different areas, right?
Right.
There's just one gentleman, I forget his name. He can't really say too much, but he talks about it in the Joe Rogan podcast, and he's talked about it in other places, and he's been scrutinized for a lot of shit that he said. But basically, he got kicked off the program because he got caught with his buddies. He told his buddies, every Wednesday we're going to be flying these things out. So they got caught on the third time, something green. It's like nighttime. They're barbecuing because they're getting too comfortable now. Before they're all scared. Now the third time they're barbecuing. And this one little green thing that glows in the dark rolls over. And they're like, whoa, what the fuck is that? And all of a sudden they look back and all the flashlights come on. And it's a bunch of agents with their rifles like, don't fucking move. What are you doing here?
It was a fucking laser.
So, yeah. Well, what happened was, based on what he talks about, is that these where he was working at, nobody talks to nobody.
Right.
Like they bring you in, you're a scientist. By the way, this guy, if you don't believe who I'm talking, if you don't believe what I'm saying, you can look him up on YouTube or anywhere else on Google. He had a Honda that was jet powered in the 80s.
Huh. Okay.
So this guy was pretty smart, and he was a scientist, physicist, and they had him working in this area for this. They were trying to make the thing run again, and it was a spaceship. It was about the size of a living room. The inside was strange because it's all metal. It's a different type of metal. He doesn't know what metal it is. It could be something we have here on Earth, or it could not. But it was all metal. It was a metal round thing that's flat on the edges all the way around, but it bulges in the middle.
Okay.
And it had 3 stages on the inside. It had a top, a middle, and a bottom, like a basement, an attic, and then like the main floor.
Okay.
But it was so small. It was made for like the seats were like for 2-year-olds, which is crazy.
Okay.
When they turn it on, all of a sudden the front of it, it's all metal, it becomes transparent and you can see out of it, which is bananas, man. And the way that it works, so the way he was explaining it was if you take something metal, oh, by the way, it didn't look like it was welded or bolted in any way. One solid piece of metal, complete.
Okay.
So, all right, you take a 5x5, okay, 5x5 piece of metal, and you somehow make it, I don't know, 4 inches thick, and somehow you inject air in the inside to blow it up in the middle, but the rest of it is still flat and intact, right? There's no openings, nothing, right? And somehow you can get liquid mercury inside of it, 25% of the capacity. That's if you could fill it at 100%, put 25% inside. And then you add, I think it was 240 atmospheres of pressure inside of it, along with the mercury. And then you take, you magnetize and you electrify the whole shebang. So you get, basically what you're going to do is you're going to get the mercury to start spinning inside of it, right? And it spins at such a high rate that it cancels gravity. And that's how these things float. So the guy was saying that when the thing's floating in the air and it's still, there's no propulsion, it's not moving forwards or back, there's nothing spinning it to keep it like a fan pushing air to propulse it up, nothing.
Right.
But the guy said when you stand underneath it and you look up, you don't see it.
Okay.
And it's like, what? So you stand back and then you see it. It's right there in front of you. But then you step under it and you look up and you don't see it. Why? Because if you understand physics, you understand that gravity can manipulate light. It can distort light. So it's an anti-gravitational propulsion system, basically.
Okay.
And that fucks with light. That's why you can't see it when you look up. Dude, man, I got a lot to say about this shit, man.
Oh, shit.
I could get into, listen, I could get into the tablets of thought, of thought, THOTH. I can get into, I think his name is Thought. They pronounce it Thought. Yeah, like Tota.
Like Tota. Like Tota.
But basically, I could get into this crazy shit. I keep my mouth closed. I don't talk too much about it.
Because you sound like a crazy person and shit, you know?
Yeah, at this point, Beto's like, be careful, man. You're starting to sound pretty crazy.
Yeah.
There's listen, man. Like, I could get into some shit that's so polemic that's, I don't even want to get into it. But anyways,
it's okay.
I did say that this was going to be an apologetic
apologies
episode, so I'm sorry to all of those who I've offended. I didn't mean to. But God damn it, freedom of speech.
God damn it. So he's sorry, not sorry, guys.
I'm sorry. I am. but freedom of speech.
Right.
Just keep that in the back of your head. Freedom of speech.
Let me be me.
Yeah. But quick update on what's going on with everything before we go because it's time to go. I think we've been on for almost an hour. Lots of things are in the works. I don't know what you got going on, Alex, but on my side of things, I have a small type film video that I'm working on.
Oh.
I'm writing the script. I'm doing a lot of like brainstorming on how I want to put this together. But basically, it's going to be called. I'll tell you right now what it's going to be called.
You want to put that out there?
Yeah, so people know what it's called, but I'm not going to really say what it is.
Okay.
It's the title's going to be I've Made It. Now, on to chapter 2. That's the title of the video. Yeah. I don't know when I'll have it out. I'm hoping to have it out before Christmas. But based on my work situation, I don't know. I'm working many hours. I'm working all this week. I only have one day off, and it's not even a day off because I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
So I only have like 3 hours of awake time after I get home from work, and that's to shower, eat, and do stuff.
Spend time with the family, little kiddo.
I'm a father. I'm a husband, and it's not easy to juggle all this shit. You know what I want to juggle is a nice pair of tits.
Hey.
Sorry.
You're gonna call Beto.
It was a segue. Well, I had to throw it in there. I'm working on that. I'm working on a bunch of shit. I got too many projects. I got Windows projects. I got Mac projects. I got hard drive projects. Camera stuff I'm working on. I'm learning the camera world. I'm dipping my fucking ass into the camera world. Nice. Which by the way, I really want a Canon R6 or an R8 or an R6 Mark II. But my budget doesn't allow for that because it's a $2,000 and something camera, which I don't have $100 right now. I don't even have 200. I don't even have 20. So I am trying to save up. I'm selling some shit. I'm trying to save up, and I'm trying to buy a Canon SL2. Sound familiar? Sound familiar? Sound familiar?
Hey.
So I think that's the best bang for the buck right now. I'm trying to find one used. No one seems to have one. I found them new on Amazon. They're like $400 and something.
Yeah.
I'm not spending more than $200. So if you have an SL2, you want to tell me, Alex, you want to tell me your SL2?
I could have used that would be black on this side.
Hey, use your webcam. Who gives a shit?
I don't have one. That's the thing.
I'll trade you. I have a 1080p webcam.
Ooh.
The whole 1080 shebang, baby.
Fuck yeah.
But anyways, what's up with you?
Nothing, man.
What's going on in your world?
I don't have nothing really going on right now. I'm just really diving into gaming pretty heavily. I'm streaming on Twitch and streaming on Kick. And if you want to see some Call of Duty stuff, me getting my ass kicked, you guys go ahead and I guess plug myself right at Alex Plays 88 on Kick and Alex Plays 88 on Twitch. So if you guys want to go there and just I'm trying to do Fridays at what time zone am I in? Eastern.
Well, right now it's 8:39, so it's 10:39 your time because I'm Mountain Time.
Okay, well, whatever time is my time at 9 o'clock here.
9 o'clock Eastern time, which Eastern is time. 7 p.m. Mountain Time.
There you go.
Or Denver time, or I forget what else the fuck they call it. But anyways, you want to watch a camper play Call of Duty.
I don't camp as much, okay?
I used to camp like a motherfucker. I still do. Shit, if I was a gamer now, I'd be camping. No, I'll hide somewhere. I make sure I survive.
I'm the type that I go out there. I'm a running gunner type of thing. But if I get killed too many times, all right, let's step it back then, I guess. Let's wait here. Wait for somebody to come through. Because, yeah.
You know how when you start the game, you're dropped somewhere? Yeah. Well, Usually people start running for you see them running this way and I run backwards. I go the other way. I'm gonna go find a nice hill somewhere under a tree and just sit there and snipe somebody.
All right.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna see you guys on the next one, episode 7.
Yep.
Follow Alex on his social media accounts.
Yeah.
You can follow me on my social media accounts.
Yeah.
I think all my social media accounts are all the same. Willie Reyes channel. Yours are different or are they the same? Alex Plays 88.
Well, that's for the gaming, but you know, if it's just for the podcast, I mean, it's just me, Alex, I believe. I don't know. I have so many.
Just me, Alex. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, just me, Alex. Just
well, there you go, ladies and gents.
I think it's just _ me, Alex, or something like that. Just me _ Alex. Some shit like that. You just look
me up and find him through my
account. I think I should start posting it underneath the we should start putting our socials.
We
probably
need
on
to,
a screen or fucking somewhere.
That's another project I got. We got to set up social media accounts for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
So we can do shorts and, you know, all that good shit that comes along.
Yeah, sure.
You know, because this is not a joke, man, ladies and gents, boys and girls, and non-binaries of this internet age. This is the real fucking McCoy. We're going for the big kahunas,
the big kahunas, yeah.
And
for the people that have been commenting too, you like, thank you. You know, thank you for commenting. And
absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you for commenting, liking, subscribing, and all the good shit that you guys do for us.
Yes, yes.
We're all a big old family. And then later on, sometime next year, we're gonna start sending out invitations and requirements if you want to get on and be a third host on the podcast.
Yeah, I think
that's coming too.
I think if God willing, you know, probably get my studio set up here, and then I'll have 2 cameras set up, so like people don't have to, but they can come here, or if you can get your studio going over there as well, have a two camera
I
thing.
agree. Well, it's gonna be it's gonna grow.
Yeah,
there's all the way up. Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Why do I always do that shit with my hands, man?
It's the Puerto Rican in you, bro. It's the Puerto Rican. We talk with our hands.
You know. Yeah, we talk with our hands. You know, the things that they put outside the stores, they have the fan and they just that's me. But yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for coming along with us on this journey.
Yes, sir.
And we hope that we made you laugh and hopefully not piss you off. And if we did, freedom of speech, motherfucker.
Deal with it. Deal with it.
Deal with it. Leave it in the fucking comments.
Right. And then we'll apologize for the next one, right?
And then we'll apologize on the next one. That's going to be the trend.
Yeah, that's what it is. All right, guys.
All right, everybody. Peace. We'll see you guys next time. Nos vemos, baby.
That's just pissing me off. Yeah, fuck you, bro.